Right here with that boy DJ Akademiks, man. You already know, man. It's Court 45. Let me tell you like this. The reason why I'm calling Akademiks the biggest lame is simple fact that he trying to jump on the wave with the screamers and stuff like that, and he's supposed to be a content creator, blogger, supposedly journalist, and he jumping on the wave with the screamers when he's supposed to be hip hop. Now I understand that you could cross your fans or your audience or your excuse me. You know, you could boost your image and all that type of stuff, but the reason he lame about it is he thinking he could come in big bro dudes who weren't never looking at him like big bro. You know, them like mainly the streamer dudes, they be like squares who embrace being different and being nerds and share the love for gaming and anime and stuff like that. And that ain't Academics lane. That's why the streamers like grow their audience like that, because they mainly like-minded individuals, and the streamers who got some type of street edge about themselves, those the ones that mainly like do they streaming for the females, like they get girls and they like to stunt. And Academics don't jump on their wave. He want to jump on the square screamers lanes, the ones who thinking they go get street cred from Academics. Now Academics get caught up with the little boy, and he trying to seem like big bro. I'm finna try to look out for you, and this generation ain't looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? This young generation ain't looking at Academics like he unk or big bro. They looking at him like a weirdo. What you doing at my party? What you doing vibing? What's up, Trav? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm an old head. Hey, but they looking at Academics like you a old head. You a lame jumping in our space, trying to see what's good with us, trying to jump on our wave, trying to get some of our clout. So Academics know the little boy is probably a virgin, so he trying to be like, oh yeah, I got you. I'm gonna look out for you like this, try to get cool points, and it backfired on him. I'm gonna give him that type of benefit of the doubt. Other than that, he kind of iffy. He kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna try to mess up my whatchamacallit, my platform. You hear me though? That's real. But the point I'm making about Academics, he been looked at as a square, not a square but a lame, because he never was hip hop. He never had anything to do with it, but he was one of the followers who do whatever it takes to implement himself into the mix. And by him being consistent at it, he jumped on a wave and it got him a name for himself. But he always crashing out on some lame stuff every couple of months. Every couple of months, Academics get caught up on some lame shit. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Louisiana, man. You know, we vibe with Louisiana, Miami niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know that connection. You know that connection. But yeah, back to what I was dropping on Act. Look, you could look at since he been having some type of popularity, every few months It'll be some lame crap that just slide his through his way, and he all in the mix of it. Now this ain't the first or second time he got caught up with being inappropriate with a young person. hmm You could tell that he got issues with being accepted, with being looked as being a real hitter, or you know what I'm saying. He ain't that type of dude. So he always get caught up trying to go against the grain on purpose. He'll go against the grain on purpose to ruffle feathers, to try to get some of his core audience, the other lame dudes. But he just so happened to cross over to get some type of notoriety from himself. Now, think about the type of dudes that do what Akademiks do. They don't be caught up in the type of drama that Act be caught up in, with people who really ain't go bounce back at him like his peers. He tried to come at Meek Mill. He tried to come at Kendrick. It's like he trying to throw rocks at the moon, and the moon ain't gonna never get hit. So he he implemented himself into something bigger, and feel like his core go gravitate towards it because they lames just like him. Majority of DJ Academic core supporters is lame dudes just like him. He got caught up this time. Y'all can't give him no pass. Y'all can't give him no benefit of the doubt. He who he say he is. He had every option, every opportunity to pull back, to stand down, and the young dude was letting him know, look, bro, this grooming. He hit him with the full word, no cold word. He hit him with the exact word that's tearing him down right now. So that accusation of grooming, that should stick, because the little young dude said multiple times, I ain't on that. I'm a young square. I like the game. I like the chat on with people online, and grow my community. I ain't on what you trying to put me on. And Act still trying to force it, trying to sound cool. Oh, you know how many rappers love? Man, you ain't no rapper. You don't be around them unless you do groom young hope up and coming rappers who trying to do something with theyself. Man, where I'm from, I'm from Toby. You funny. But yeah, you could tell that dude just don't be on the real stuff that real people be on. And that's his core audience, is like-minded people like him. So this time he can't get a pass. This time he can't sweep it under the rug, because he tried to groom young dude. Whether either he I don't know the detail, because I ain't on that type of time, but he did what he did. And the first respawn video, look at the first respawn video that he did. He tried to muscle, or try to put down, or try to say, oh, what he did. Nah, you done D-rolled so many people to get your clout, and now you trying to feel like you the giver of the power. Like you the person that dropped the blessings on people's careers and all that stuff. Man, that young dude already got a name for himself. You trying to jump onto his wave, and it backfired. You weren't supposed to be in their spaces anyway. You could have been working on all type of other stories, all type of other things to create your wave to be a better thing. But you chose to mess with young dudes online, going into their spaces. My kids be on those little areas and in the internet world. It don't make no sense for you to be on there like that. hmm So yeah, you can look at the way academics carry itself to really know his intent. His intent is to create a square. No, not a square, but a lane. His intent to try to grow his lame audience, and y'all people that follow him, y'all lame. Straight up. Straight up. If you rock with academics, you lame. Because he showed you time and time again what type of dude he is, what type of time he on, what type of beat he rocking to. So y'all can't let it ride. Y'all gotta really come to a realization that dude ain't right. He ain't right. He got caught up. He couldn't even recognize the signs of his error as he was doing it because he was so caught up into it. He was committed. He thought he had one. And that's a crazy space to be in on your mind when you somebody in the influential world, in the influential spaces, to the point where he could knock on other people's doors and lanes and avenues and be able to at least get a sit down or get an opportunity to be there. And they'll let him be there because he created a space that he have a name for himself. So he using that right there. He using that as a way to groom these young dudes, groom these young whoever, females, whatever, or have these older females participate in younging these and grooming these young dudes. So a lot of parents out here, y'all gotta really be focused and understand what's going on in the spaces that y'all children be on. So be wary and be like, just check your kid's phone out, because there's a lot of people like academics who got more time than academics. Mm-hmm. They got more time, and they go be able to put that time into trying to groom yours. It's a crazy world out here, and that grooming thing is real. That little boy was right about what he said about that dude. Academics can't get a pass. I'm double down and triple down on that, because you can't let nothing like that ride when he showed who he is multiple times. And then he go try to say, oh, that was a boy, if that was a little man. No, you don't talk to minors about stuff like that, period. And the minor told you he felt uncomfortable about it. He told you it was weird, and he mentioned multiple times that he was 15 years old. You can't let that ride. Nah, y'all can't support Buddy, because Buddy really showing who he is. Y'all let him go. It's other people go fall up into his space. He gotta be accountable for his mistakes. He gotta be held 10 toes down. What I'm talking about, yeah, you rewind the whole video, watch it from the beginning. What the subject say? DJ Akademiks is the biggest lane. The biggest lane in these spaces. I'm going to rewind my point. Akademiks started as a DJ Hope, allegedly. But I've been knowing him from reporting on stuff that's happening in other people's lives all the time, basically like I'm doing. But he put himself out there for this one. You gotta make this in rotation. You gotta let this dude know that wasn't right, that he made a terrible mistake, and he can't come back from this. Because you give this dude the opportunity to come back from it, DJ Akademiks go strike again. He goes strike again. He made all these reports about Diddy. He made these reports about Jay-Z. He talked about all these other people in these type of different lights. But in reality, he not right himself. So he shouldn't throw stones if he live in a glass house. And You got to be able to shed light on those type of situations and subjects, because people like him shouldn't be able to have the opportunity to influence. He shouldn't have the opportunity to jump in other people's lanes because he got a name for himself, and he creating the type of havoc, and he using it as a way to groom, allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because it's not a case, but what it looked like on that video is that he got a problem with, I'm talking about the response video. He got a problem with accepting accountability. And the only reason he doubled down or doubled back and did a formal apology is because of the backlash that he trying to stop that's going to happen. DJ Akademiks ain't right. He ain't living right. You could tell by the way he responded off that first video. You could tell how he constantly ignored the young dude when he was saying, look, man, that's weird. I'm 15 years old. Akademiks tried to come at him on one way and then try to come at him another way. And both ways, the young streamer let him know, like, look, man, I'm just trying to stream, man. I'm a square little young boy, man. I be in my room doing my thing with my computer, you know, this, that, and the other, and I'm getting money like that. And Akademiks on some other stuff. And that other dude who Akademiks was online with, y'all gotta really put him out there too. Whoever he is, y'all do y'all research on him too, cause I bet he got some shit going on that he can that he ain't too proud of, or that stuff that he don't want to become public. You know, so you gotta look at how people show you who they are, even when people watching, and that means for him to do it like that, knowing that it's gonna be all type of screen records, it's gonna be all type of people. This 2025, man. Come on now. If this was 2020, it would still be recording and be out there. So you supposed to know how. But the sickness don't stop. The sickness just make you go on a way that you can't control yourself. So that's why he can't get a pass. He can't get a pass. You can't let him go. You gotta treat him like he one of them offenders where he gotta check in everywhere he go. You know what I'm saying? And you know you gotta hide your kids and stuff. You know, let his IP address be a blocker. His IP address for his phones and his devices should become a block anywhere where kids can utilize in the kids' spaces. I'm gonna say it like that, because you don't know how many people he done harmed. The people who he harmed should come forward. I'm not trying to conspire, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, because it's not right. It's too many people online influencing these kids in all the wrong ways. Akademiks got to be stopped. Y'all realize what's going on, and y'all don't let people like him dictate how your child go about themselves. These kids precious, and they in the era where they can make the most money and learn the most information in the shortest period of time, so that they could be able to double their info, double their money, and be able to just have a better living than the parents, grandparents, and all the generations before them. But at the same time, we got the most corrupt things available for our kids to be in, to have. So we got to be able to stand down and have that type of relationship with our kids, so that they could be knowing what's real and what's BS from a distance, so they can know to turn from it before it even get close. And Akademiks is the prime example of the wrong people gaining access to your kids in the form of somebody that's valid, or somebody that got a blue check, or an influencer, or popular, or rich, all those type of things that's enticing for the youth to feel like that person is somebody to listen to, or you know, trustworthy or something like that, and that don't be the case. Their intention don't be what the innocent intent be. So what y'all think? Akademiks made an honest mistake, or he got caught up in something that he didn't think that other people was gonna pick up on? What y'all think? Let me know. I'm about to end this live, man. This court, and I just wanted to let y'all know how I feel about this dude, Akademiks, man. He the biggest lame. He the biggest lame out here because of the fact that he trying to jump in these young kids' lane and influence them, because he really don't have the influence on hip hop like he wants, especially from the creators of the music today. None of them respect DJ Akademiks, and they never did. It's the other lames that think they cool. Them the people that listen to DJ Akademiks, and it's a lot of them. That's how he gained his popularity. But then you got the screamers done came and jumped on a wave. The screamers, they not lame. They square. A screamer is square, meaning, and I'm not saying that they soft. I'm saying that they are square. They not trying to do no crime. They just trying to stay in their lane and don't be messed with. Don't be bullying them. Don't pick on them because they like what they like. You know, streamers pretty much like gaming. They like chatting with like-minded people like them, who like the anime stuff, you know, a lot of the Japanese anime or stuff like that. And DJ Akademiks, and I don't think he own that. Maybe some video game, maybe some maybe a couple of video games and stuff, because he really probably a square at heart, but he want to be cool. He want to be a gangster, so that make him lame, because he want to be. He not that. So if he maybe at his age, you know what I'm saying? I'm older than him, but at his age, the screaming wasn't a thing like that, you know. And maybe when it was around, he probably could have jumped in that wave, but it probably wouldn't be cool in his mind to the people who he want to be cool, who he want to look at him as being cool, like the actual rappers and all the people like that. So them people didn't respect him. Just some of the other lame rappers too probably had a bond with him or whatever, but you could tell how it go. Now Akademiks looking at the streamers like, dang, this is what I really want to be. I want to jump on some of that. I want to do what they do. And the screamers like, look, oh here, you coming around here being weird and creepy, and we don't want you in our spaces. But he used his influence, he used his popularity to jump in these spaces. And when he ran it out and said he not jumping on all these other dudes' streams no more, he want to be on their streams, and he mad that because he not getting looked at as the big homie and all this type of stuff, he catching feelings. He pouting, and that just make him more of a lame. All those screamers, all those square dudes, he rubbed them the wrong way, cause he trying to like bully his way in. It's like one of the bullies trying to be down with the people who was being bullied. But at the same time, Akademiks is being bullied by the real hitters and the real soldiers and the real steppers and stuff like that. So he not getting looked at as how he want to get looked at. So his twisted mind from being a lame got caught up with him, and he took it too far with the little boy online. So all his lameness, all that stuff just flew out every so often, every couple of months. Buddy ain't right. Y'all can't give him no pass. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. And if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And let me know how you feel about what I'm coming at, how I'm coming at you with it. Because I can't get it to you no more raw. I done broke this nigga down just by watching a few of his videos and just looking at his body language and his facial expressions and his subject content and the way he throw out little lame jokes and stuff like that. His whole image, his whole get up is lame. He a lame. And he blowed up off the of other lame people who lame like him, who gave him the time of day to listen to, and that ended up being views, and people looked at that as money in the bank, because right now views is money. Views is money. So they look at his views, his subscribers, so they give him access to all these platforms and spaces that his lame ass shouldn't even be on. Cause he go crash out eventually. And you see what it is. You see what it did. Now y'all really recognize this dude. He showed himself who he is time and time again. And you can't ignore it. You can't turn a blind eye to it. Person to keep telling you who they is, you got to believe them. Hey, like, comment, subscribe. Holla at me, man. One. So yeah, you know what it is. I ain't got nothing but time, and I ain't wasting none of it. Dead ass. Dead ass. Oh, matter of fact, I'm gonna start a poll. I'm gonna ask y'all a simple question. Act is lame. That's my question. Is he lame? Answer that question for me. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Look, we go see him fly from where he was. He falling, but then it's gonna be another one jump into space, and the coach can't just let the next dude just get a pass to come through. If he ain't, if he's flawed, if he fake, if he lame, you gotta call him out. You can't give him a pass through the door. All the influencers who wanna say they doing it for the culture, and you know what they mean by the culture. The culture is the hip hop culture, the black culture, the Black American culture, FBA culture. That's the culture that's leading this, and that's the culture that got to get these lames up out the positions. And we can't get them out of position just by kicking them out and saying, hey, you got to go. No, we got to get them out of position by exposing them. We got to expose all the people who, with the BS, with the fake shit, with all the stuff that's holding us back as a people, as a culture. They in our spaces, and they leading the people, and they representing us in the wrong way. And we can't go for it. We can't stand for it. They got to go. Y'all got to be able to focus on getting them out and not letting them get a pass, or let a person get their money. Let this, nah. What we got to do on the real, we got to get these people up out this area that they could be able to influence us and our people and our kids. And the people get fresh out the joint, fresh out who really not in tune on what's going on. So somebody who lame put them up on it, but that person who's fresh out, they kind of lame to what's the new shit going on. So they hearing these lames saying that these lames is this and that. So they think that these people is what they is, and they thinking that's what it is out here in this world. So they beat into a different drum, not knowing that they got influenced by the opposite, and then you got the wrong people getting influenced by the masses, and that's a problem right there. We got to cut that. It's a lot of people in positions who aren't supposed to be in a position, and they influencing people who impressionable. They influencing people who really don't know, because a lot of these people out here, they ain't been in the streets. A lot of these people getting their street knowledge from the internet. They getting their lingo from the internet. They getting their dances from the internet. They getting their songs from the internet. They getting their whole livelihood from the internet. So the people who good at this internet influences don't be the real people. They don't be the real representative. They be interpreting stuff from the real, and then they put their spin on it because they ain't been there in the field. So they try to make a story look good and sound good, and they gain audiences and they gain opinions and they gain favor. They gain subscriptions. They gain views, so they gaining money. So they buying the stuff that the people who they want to impress, which is the real, they want to buy those stuff that make the young people feel like they winning and they got what they want, and then they able to influence more, and they flaw, they fake, and they ain't real, they are lame, but the people looking at them like they real, looking at them like they the motherfucking big homie, like they the top whoever, but in reality they ain't who they feel like who they supposed to be. You got to be able to recognize that, and we got to be able to shut them type of dudes down and get the real in the position to influence the masses. You got to get the real in the position so they can influence the masses. The fake got to wait. The real got to be able to spill over. We got to have way more real than we got fake, because we got an unbalanced representation on how we are, who we is, and how we should be conducting ourselves and who we should be doing business with. We got a whole misrepresentation of all of those subjects what I just named. So we got to be able to stick this out through, and we got to be able to stand on what we stand on. The real got to take over. And I don't mean taking over by force. I mean taking over by exposing the fake for who they are and what, because of what they did. Because you can't never just make nothing up on nobody. You just got to call them out on the stuff that they do, and then get some content and get some detailed descriptions on how they would and why they would, just by being around them type of people throughout your long journey in life. People like me, I'm gonna keep exposing these lames, these ducks, these fakes, these OBs, all these busters, fuck niggas, all them type of dudes. They gotta get exposed, man, because it ain't right. It ain't right. They influencing too many people, man. And I ain't mad. I ain't hating. I'm just trying to level it back out. The fake been ahead and misrepresenting the culture too long, and we just gotta bring it back. The real got to bring it back. Fake been holding it hostage for too long. All the fake be the gatekeepers. You know what it be. You know what it is. The same people who was overlooked and looked at as a lame, and they however got themselves in a position, and they holding other people back, stopping people from jumping in. They stopping people from winning, and they bringing up people who won't have no rumble in them. They bringing up people who go follow their lead and stay loyal to them because they put them there, and they will always be cool with being under this fake flaw dude, watching them do fake and flaw stuff and backstab people and do people dirty, and they go bring somebody else under and do them like that and let them think that's the game, and that's how that shit spread. And when somebody who recognize that ain't how it's supposed to be, they buck back and they block them. They stop them type of people from getting into the position. They stop them type of people from getting in the door because they know that they go come through. That's what the internet got, way too many fake dudes. The internet got too many flawed, lame fuck niggas who in a position with creative control over a false narrative on what they pushing. And they misrepresenting the culture. They making it hard for a real one. And it just ain't right. That you can see it. Ain't no way academic could say that he real. Ain't no way academic could say that he stand for anything he really say he believe in. If he conducting himself like that, that ain't even funny. That ain't even joking around. That ain't even that ain't the big homie uh like just messing with the young dude, just just effing with him, fucking with him or whatever. That ain't even on that type of level. That's on some type of hazing and this ritual sacrifice. That's on some type of stuff like that. Academics is the way you presenting it and the way you saying it and the way you advertising it. Like, oh, the other rappers used to. Nah, man, you trying to create a false narrative and put out a false state. That ain't how it's done. Nah, ain't like that, bro. And that young dude was up on himself. He was up on game. You couldn't run that bullshit on him, and he exposed you. So now you got to get double down on the exposure. You got to get triple down on the exposure. We got to get a lot of these lames up out of position. People like Kwame Brown, his influence got to be where academic influence is. Somebody like that. I read that because it don't make no sense for dude to get a pass. It don't make no sense for academic to get a pass. He can't get a pass. You can't let this ride. Ain't no way in hell you supposed to get this dude the opportunity to be able to say his piece, say why he did what he did, and try to justify it, and try to make it, and try to normalize it, and try to twist some type of misunderstanding on everybody else's part but his. Come on, man. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. That shit out there, that shit past your lame ass audience. You could explain that to your lame ass audience, DJ Academics. You can't explain that to the world, bro. You can't explain that to them. That shit don't make sense to nobody who got sense. Nobody. So you can't come back from that, man. Take a bow, man. Hope you did some investments, man. Recess, regress, degress. All that stuff, man. You need all that in your life to happen to you, bro, because you was carrying yourself on a mantle like you was untouchable mafioso. Try to be like, oh, that's how you a gatekeeper and stuff. You done got besides yourself, man. You got to get exit out the community. A gatekeeper, you got to be up out the community. You got to go, dog. For real, for real. It's too much fake that's portraying themselves as the realest. They got to stop, man. It got to stop. How far we gonna take this? Before these gatekeepers who got these keys to the community, to the culture, they rather let the whole culture burn before they recognize they ain't supposed to have them keys than give them up. They'll let it burn. They'll rather it burn down than only take a bow, man. Hey, take a bow. Hopefully you could be on some production stuff. Your name gone, bro. Your name gone. Can't do nothing about you. You the lamest. You the biggest lame ever had a platform. You the biggest lame ever had a platform, so you gotta go, bro. You gotta go.